Lead us through it. Let's start off in the back with the goalkeeper.
I mean, enough said, Unai Simon. Of course, he wasn't tested as much as some goalkeepers, but when you've only conceded once in an entire tournament, you deserve to be there.
Credit to him or the center backs, right?
Either way. Well, look at my next line, because you could go from Vicinha, you could go, I mean, Martinez. There's a number of keepers that did well, but for me,
you were the whole back four.
Here you go. Now, Colombia is another team that played 5 matches and only conceded once.
Yeah.
But again, Spain, 8 matches, 1 conceded. And by the way, everyone here was fantastic.
Yeah.
Everybody. So for me, I'm going with, this is a team that went to won the World Cup trophy, but they didn't make any flaws. They were just class in anticipation, in whether they played a high line, intercepting passes, keeping the ball. Pedro Porro and Cucurella as outside backs were just so involved in the attack. For me, it was a complete performance.
Can I name one moment that I think is going under the radar in this entire Spain win? One of the very last corners that Argentina gets, it's a ball worked from the right. Messi puts it in. Cubarsí anticipates, and it almost goes in his own goal, and he wins. The ball goes out for a corner.
Yeah.
That tackle is worth a World Cup. I could also throw in here as honorable mention, not in the 11, Cuti Romero. I thought he had a good tournament, and Daniel Munoz from Colombia. Didn't play enough games to make a World Cup squad, but he was great.
I have them on my back team.
Ah, nice.
On the second
Your
place.
backup.
Yeah.
For Cucurella, do you guys think maybe he's entered the conversation in terms of left backs, in terms of being the best in that position after?
I think it was kind of always there.
Yeah, he elevated himself though in terms of being a world-class left back. I think he's proven now that there are a lot of question marks around his performances with Chelsea, but I think we've seen him mature into being a consistent left back, and with Spain, he is world-class.
He was good at Brighton, he was good at Getafe, and Real Madrid bought him before the World Cup started.
Fair enough. All right, let's move up the line. Take us to the midfield.
Yep. I don't think we have any debates here. Rodri, Golden Ball winner. Bellingham, he was sensational. He was the best player for England, a third-place team, and I just love everything about what he was able to do, especially against Mexico and Azteca. And then Olise, 7 assists. 7 assists in this World Cup competition. So
he missed a chance for France to tie that up 4-4.
Oh, big whoop.
Well, I'm just saying.
What, in the third place?
I know.
Yeah. Are you out of your mind? Come on now.
I'm just saying he didn't score. I expected him to score in that position. No, I want him in the team.
Okay.
He definitely deserves to be in the team. I'm just saying. I'm just bringing up a moment where he could have elevated that even further.
I'm taking very little consideration in a team of the tournament for a third-place match, although you did mention it for Jude Bellingham. I think Jude Bellingham makes team of the tournament without the third-place match.
And so would Olise.
Yes.
Yeah,
So you wouldn't have swapped anybody out.
No, I like this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair
And then
enough.
the front three also speak for themselves. We're talking about Erling Haaland, Mbappé, and Messi.
So Harry Kane would be.
Harry Kane would not make it over Haaland, in my opinion, given.
Yeah, I think
That's
that's
7
the
goals in
caveat
5
here.
games.
Harry Kane.
You'd have Harry Kane over Haaland?
No. Harry Kane had 7 goals in 5 games?
No, that's
Haaland
Erling
has
Haaland.
good-
Yeah.
Haaland met the moment like only Haaland can. And I think there's a lot of off-the-field stuff too. I think a lot of non-football fans started to understand who Haaland was. We always knew who he was. And he could have not met the moment with an inferior team, in theory, right? That Norway is. Had it been at the World Cup, he owned the stage. He took out the most winning team in football history, which is Brazil, all on his own and in a very Haaland way. He deserves so much credit, and I love the World Cup that he had.
There are going to be a lot of Manchester City fans after this World Cup, with people who enjoyed seeing Haaland, learning about him for the first time. So prepare for that when we enter the club season.
By the way, do you see any issues with this team?
Anyone you guys would take out, take in? Anyone you think deserves a
I
shout?
think the biggest controversy would be not including Kane. But where do you work him in?
I mean, Simone, you could have an argument there.
Yeah, Simone also.
Because he didn't have a lot of work to do.
Like,
so you put the whole back line.
But then
that
on
Claudia
top of that,
gave.
you could say from his organization as a keeper to say, I'm putting out fires before they happen as a keeper.
His decision making off of his line, excellent, especially early in the final when Messi broke through and he was like just good anticipation.
I mean, Vozinha, I think, is more of a
romantic story.
Romantic choice to go in there. But the stat that you gave, I think, says a lot to what Spain is defensively. Dibu Martinez had more saves in the final than Unai Simon in the entire tournament. That's crazy, right? So I'm trying to think, like, which goalkeeper put their team on their back and, like, was outstanding. Kind of like Dibu in 2022. He deservedly won. It's a different type of choice. It has a different connotation putting Unai Simon there, but credit to Luis de la Fuente. He stuck to his guns from the very beginning because behind him was Joan Garcia, but more importantly, David Raya. So many questions were asked about these goalkeepers, and Unai Simon and Luis de la Fuente said, I'm going to go with my goalkeeper that I've had since the U18s. Unai Simon, I trust him. He's my guy, and he hasn't changed him.
If I'm not mistaken, I think even yesterday after the game, Unai Simon said anybody could have been in that goalkeeper position and they still would have won.
They've asked him constantly. Spanish media throughout the entire tournament has asked him constantly about, depth. Even when they mentioned Pedri, what are we saying about Pedri? Drops to the bench. He's like, listen, I play a position that it's only one person, and there are two other goalkeepers that easily could be starters on this team, but it's the reality of our situation. And I feel like that's the right mentality to have. I don't think Pedri drops to the bench and, amazing players in front of me. It's a different role. And he came into the game yesterday, and he came in well. And that's just a testament to how cohesive this Spain is on and off the pitch, and low egos, top football.
Of the players here, is there one player that stands out that you would never have expected to be in this team?
Porro. Without a doubt, Porro.
Laporte, for me. Yeah. I just thought maybe he'd been past it. Didn't have the same
Went to Saudi.
Went to Saudi.
Came back.
So, yeah, I've been impressed with those two players in particular. Him, 26 years old, playing for Spurs. I didn't even think he was going to start for this team, let alone be a key contributor.
Think about that. World Cup Team of the Year. If the things go the right way, it just needed a little bit of a different outcome at this World Cup, and this team would have been Jed Spence, one of these is Cuti Romero, and Pedro Porro. 3 of the 4 for Tottenham's back line. Tottenham that almost got relegated this season. 2026 World Cup Team of the tournament by margins that didn't happen.
I think a lot of people would also say Messi as a 39-year-old in this tournament.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dembele, reigning Ballon d'Or winner, not in this team.
How many questions? Do you remember the conversations we had on this desk, and not only here, in media throughout the world? What is Messi's role going to be in 2026? Is he going to come off the bench? He's going to be a squad. Brother, if Argentina wins the World Cup, Messi wins the Ballon d'Or. We are 90 minutes away from that, from a 39-year-old player from Major League Soccer winning Ballon d'Or. Argentina with 2 MLS players beat England in a World Cup semifinal. I don't think anybody expected that.
No.
Thanks for watching this video from Morning Footy. For all news and insights regarding leagues around the world like EFL, Serie A, and all UEFA competitions, both men's and women's, don't forget to sign up for Paramount+.